Hey there, it's Simply Susan, and we're doing something different today. We're doing one of my very favorite things to do on earth, and that is thrifting. So we're headed into Value Village, which I guess it's under the umbrella of Savers, and they're everywhere, I think in the US and Canada, but it's one of my favorite thrift stores ever. I haven't been here in years, so I'm super psyched. There are a couple of things that I am looking for that I hope I find, but I always find gems, so we shall see. Okay, my car thermometer says that it's 94 degrees, but I think with the heat index, it's way over 100 degrees, so it's hot. I think it's going to be a hot and sweaty affair, but I'm super duper excited. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the donation bags, the giant donation bags, out of my trunk, and I'm going to donate them because I think you get like a 20% coupon if you do that. So I'm going to do that. And it's also nice to unload all that stuff from my house. So let's go thrifting. So I spent a lot of time really purging my closets because I had a lot of stuff that didn't fit and that just was dated and old. So it was time to go to Value Village. This is so my happy place. And so I dropped off my donations. They gave me a 20% off coupon, which is awesome. And then look at this expansive warehouse. Now Value Village is gigantic, but we're going to start off in dresses because I really need a white dress or jumpsuit for an upcoming white party. So before we start, let me tell you, I always wear like sandals or slippers, and then, I wear something a little B. Arthur on the outside, and then bam, I also wear something a little, bossy underneath, which is usually a tight tank top and like some well-fitted pants. So here are some white dresses that I found immediately, but they're not quite as dressy as I want them to be. Also, look at this collar. It's kind of like a little worn, a little dingy. I mean, it's hard to find a crisp white, so that's not gonna work. But this other dress, I must be into lace these days, I think is really cute, but it's also kind of just like on the more casual side. So I didn't know about that. And then this third dress is just kind of, I don't know, it reads little girl to me. So yeah, not having much luck. So let's go to the formal wear and the summer dresses section, and look what I found. I kind of gave up on the white thing, but I love this. This is an off the shoulder, like super light striped and brand new with the tags on dress. So I thought this was super duper cute. It's not exactly gingham, but it has that gingham feel, and it's only $10.79. And then I found this. Now this is actually, if you watched my Amazon haul from a couple months ago, I had this exact same dress, just in a different colorway. So I decided to take a little breakity break and see if I could find any cool purses, because I wanted to find a basic, like a black, I love this black with a pop of red, but hi, it's got Mickey Mouse on it. And then I thought this was a Longchamp bag, and then I realized it was not. And here's another kind of corally watermelon-y red bag that I thought would be a cute basic, but it wasn't exactly in the shape that I wanted it to be. So I headed over to shoes because you can never fail. And look, I immediately found this Barbie metallic pink heel, but then I found these Sam Edelman red heels, and look, it's exactly my size. Number one, I'm a 7.5 or 8, but look how like it's a little taller than a kitten heel, but not terrible. And I think a pop of red with anything looks awesome. So I love these. These are a definite winner, and they're less than $10. So those were gorgeous. And then these are some Calvin Klein pumps that I found super unique because they were like tri-colored. They had the dark orange, they had the very blush color, and then the fuchsia. And then the heel was, not too high, but it was also, these are Calvin Klein's, by the way, but they're cute. These, I don't know what color they were. I mean, is there such a color as navy purple? They were a deep, deep, deep purple with a bow, and then these cobalt blue suede heels are gorgeous. But I was like, hi, it's July, you can't wear suede, and I didn't want to like buy something that I may or might not wear in the cold months. These are super cool. These are BCBG shoes, and I found them to be very vintage looking, like 1940s looking, although obviously they're not from that time. They're probably from like the 90s or early 2000s, but how unique are these? I thought these were absolutely gorgeous. So, and the black and white, I don't know, very stunning. Now, I love me some galoshes or some rubbers. Depending on where you are in the country, you call them different things, but I found that like 4 pairs that were gorgeous, as you can see here. 5 actually. These are kind of, I don't know, they're animal print, but kind of weird, but a polka dot, that'll get me every time. So I loved these. And then I realized that Value Village on the other side is a unique thrift, which is also a Savor store. So I was like, oh yeah, it's like a double warehouse. I found this dress. Is this ugly? Is this cute? I couldn't tell. It's kind of like Brady Bunch chic to me, but I kind of thought this was super cute and unique. And yeah. Then I saw this dress, and it was a formal, but I kind of thought it looked like a wedding dress. It's strapless, it has some pleating on the top, but it had this big old gigantic bow on the back, and I thought, you know what? That looks a little too promish. So I went back to Gingham Country, and I was thinking, envision this, how cool would this look with a red cowboy hat and red cowboy boots? Like if I was going to, I don't know, a Cowboy Carter concert, and this strapless shorts romper, forget about it. Love it. And then I found another gingham dress, again, thinking of red cowboy boots, red hat if I ever go see Beyonce. And you can never go wrong with this boho chic, strapless, long dress. I love me strapless anything. And this was a super cute rose-colored, like very gauzy, very light, very airy, also boho chic, a little Anthropologie-like. And this was something I thought I could wear to the white party. It is a shorts romper or jumper, and if you look at it, it's lace. It has the back all the way out, which I thought was cool. It was an extra small, but don't always go by that size. It totally fit, but the shorts were really, really short. And I thought, you know what, it's a little too naked to go to a white party for me, but it was super, super cute, and it was me thinking outside the box. Now look at these shoes. These are to die for. They're very Betsy Johnson-esque. I fell in love. I love a whimsical, unique shoe. That's what I love about thrifting. You find these gorgeous things you can't find anywhere else. Ooh, now I always go to the lingerie intimate section. Imagine this with either oversized like Levi's that are like boyfriend fit, or with some black capris and a black blazer, but wrong size, 36C. I'm a 32G. But always check out the intimates, because I then found this cute little baby doll dress that had little X's and O's on it. So cute. I'm totally trying this on. It's in my favorite color. So it's a size medium, so I don't know what the fit will be like. So let's try it on. And it kind of swallows me up. Like, I'm definitely more of a like small, extra small, just because I have kind of like a more slight build. But I love the idea of this. So oh my gosh, I found this black dress hanging on the mirror, and I tried it on. Now this was a small, but it felt more like a large. So never go by the size. You always have to try it on. But I wanted something that was a little more fitted. So here it is. I wanted to love it, but it was kind of like a smock and didn't have much of a shape to it. But then I saw this, and this baby doll, love the color of it. I mean, to me, it reminds me of Lisa Loeb. Remember her with the glasses from back in the 90s? Love this over a pair of jeans. And then I went to the Capri section, and let me tell you people, it was long and extensive, and I hit the mother load here. This color of Kelly Green is sheer perfection. These capris are so cute. And when I had my color analysis done, if you haven't seen that video, you should totally check it out. But this is one of my primary cool winter colors. So I love this. Now it is J. Crew. I am normally a size 4, but for some reason, J. Crew, the way it fits me is like tighter in the hips and butts, but gigantic in the waist. So it didn't have a great fit. So then I saw these red and white kind of pinstripe shorter capris, super duper cute, had a little bit of stretch, and I was like, ooh, this kind of makes me like, reminds me of like a candy striper uniform, but in like the best way. So those were a winner. And then, oh, by the way, I just found all these before and put them all together on the rack, so it was easier to show you. But these are a pair of Gloria Vanderbilt hot pink, fuchsia, magenta capris. And these, I think, was that say a 4? I think they were a little bigger than my normal size, but because they're so old, I think they sold them in the 80s, sizes were smaller then. So I was thinking maybe, and these are pastel pink Capris with white polka dots. They were so adorable. I couldn't stand it. I was just like, whoa, these are just cutie patootie, great for spring and summer. And yeah, they were a little worse for the wear, so I decided to pass on them, but look at how cute of things you can find in a thrift store. Now, the Pantone color of the year, is butter yellow. These are perfect butter yellow capris. Oh my stars, they are so adorable. I have to try them on because they're just super duper cute. Even though this shade of yellow is not exactly in like my color analysis approved colors, as long as it's not near my face, I can wear like just a super duper white shirt and I think I'll be fine. Now these, I was like, are these ugly or are they cute? I'm not sure. I think they're cute and they would look really, really cute with either a white or a black top. However, this color green was a little bit off, but they're super cute. And New York and Company, these ran kind of big on me, but these butter yellow capris, now I am wearing these over a pair of pants. So if stuff is bulging out, same with these Gloria Vanderbilt ones. Unfortunately, I'm wearing them over pants, but they're kind of like 2 sizes too big, especially in the waist. So that is something that I have to deal with. Like I have to get a lot of the waist taken in. So that's fine. I have to decide, is it worth it? If I pay $4 or $6 for something, then I can definitely handle getting them hemmed or trimmed. Now these are super cool. What do you call them? Madras or madras? But I thought they looked super cute as a skirt. Now this is like, is it ugly? Is it cute? I think it's going to be cute. Weird geometric shapes and weird colors together, but it's less than $5, honey. It's my size. I'm totally trying it on. And this I'm just showing, it's so weird. This is a micro mini skirt and that's completely see-through and it's the back, whatever. Now Topshop, I love. Whenever I find Topshop stuff, it fits me. I know it fits me well. However, this is from the petite section and I'm 5'7". So I loved this skirt, but I'm too tall to wear it. So dang it. Now this is a color that I always gravitate towards and I thought about it, but it absolutely does nothing for my skin tone, and anything in this like burnt orangey color just doesn't look great on me, but I still love the shape of it and wanted to show it to you because it's an awesome find. And if you're an autumn person, oh my gosh, it's fantastic. Now this, okay, it is neon yellowish greenish, like a yellow green. I love it. I don't know why. It is J. Crew and it's a size 6, which is like just a size up from what I normally do. But what I was thinking was, hey, as long as it fits me in the butt and hips, I can take it in the waist. So I want to try that on. This skirt is from White House Black Market. It's like old, like I'm sure like 10, 20 years old. But you know, a classic pencil skirt, I gotta try it on. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a little bigger, but you know what? I'm gonna try it on anyway. I'm gonna ignore the size and try it. Now here is the skirt that I thought was ugly, but you know what? I actually love it. I actually love it with a black top. I feel like it's very flattering. The waist was too big. I think, the waist was too big, but it had some stretch. So I felt like, you know what? I can deal with this. And I sew well enough to be able to, take in the waist a little bit. So I absolutely adore this. Imagine it with some knee-high, super skinny boots with a skinny heel. Oh yeah. And then this skirt, oh my stars. Granted, this is not a color that I need to have like near my face, but if it's in the middle of my body, I think it's fine. I can wear like, even black, like, opaque tights with it and maybe a black turtleneck or something. And I think that pop of neon yellow is great. It is too big on the waist. So I'm just not sure. I had this on in the mirror and looked at it forever because I wanted to love it. And I was just like, but I thought, it's too big. The fit is not great. I don't know why, but J. Crew stuff just does not fit my body well. Okay, This skirt from White House Black Market I thought was so flattering. Again, I have that waist issue, but you know what? That's just gonna have to happen. It was a little too big for me, but it had potential. And that's everything from my trip.
I am back in the car with full AC on max and blasting me because it's like over 100 degrees and it was super hot in there. Woo, woo. Okay, back in the car, and that was pretty awesome. I showed you kind of the things that were winners. There were the things that I tried on and the things that fit, and there were a lot of losers. Did I find something for my white party? No, I did not. Most of the stuff was just either too dingy because, you know, white stuff gets dingy really easily, or it was very junior missy, like very like young. It read like 13, 14 and not grown and sexy adult. So that didn't work. But I did find a couple of, you know, fun pieces and things that kind of were either in my color analysis list of colors that would make me, you know, my skin look brighter, you know, allegedly. But yeah, so I found a couple of good pieces for sure. So that was definitely a good start. This makes me want to go to like other places like Salvation Army and Goodwill and see if I can find stuff there. Oh my gosh, I'm sweaty. Like this is, if you're just like, wow, your skin is glowing. Yeah, that's sweat. And this is probably a heat rash. So I am definitely, luckily I brought my water and hydration with me, and let's see, I put a couple of ice cubes in this before I left home, and it's still super duper ice cold. So I'm gonna hydrate. Yeah, that was awesome. That was an awesome trip. I found some cute shoes, I found some cute shorts, I found some cute capris, and I really liked the stuff in the lingerie section. I did not find dresses and I did not find shirts, but everything else is pretty cool. It's so hot right now. I did look at the jean section for like a second, but I was like, no ma'am. It is too hot to be trying on some thick old denim. So I didn't do that, but maybe next time. So, okay, my name is Simply Susan. I post videos every Sunday. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do join the fam. Yeah, I'm on a hunt. I have a couple of things and events that I have to go to. So I normally hate shopping, but I do like thrifting, and I do like shopping specifically for things for specific events. I don't like just willy-nilly shopping and buying stuff and consuming just for no reason. I need to replace a lot of things in my wardrobe because they don't fit or they're super old. So yeah, we'll see. I might become shopping Sue, but I'll see you in a couple of days. Until then, I love you. Have a great week and peace. Bye.